Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2021 with Rupel. Boom. Today we have a chance to kind of half get into a Croky Cup final as we play part 1, the first leg of the semi-final against KV Mechelen. We're also going to be playing a league game as well against KVK because apparently those guys apparently can be shortened to KVK, so that's what we're going to call them. It does mean that we've played 2 matches in between episodes rather than the one that I was expecting. We started off brilliantly. We beat Sint-Trude Dents, maybe 4-0. Torres, Polizzi, Enin and Keita with goals in this one. We then lose 3-1 against Oostende. Keita did score a goal for us. We were garbage. We were absolutely garbage in this one. They scored 2 goals in the first 10 minutes of the game. They scored a penalty late on as well. We weren't very good. Kinda glad I didn't show you this one. And even though the transfer window is still open, we've done no more business at the moment. There is some potential loan deals coming in. Maybe. Not 100% certain though. We'll probably find out before the end of the episode. In fact, we will, because at the end of the episode, the transfer window will close. Right then, KV Mechelen in the Croky Cup semi-final. It's a 2-legged affair. The second leg is for some reason at the end of February, so there's a massive gap in between the 2 matches. We're starting away from home. It will be Seydou Sai in goal. A back 4 of 3 lone players of Weidner, Howells, Lowe, and then Silas Naka will be our fullback. Hebert and Abaz in the middle of the pitch today. Torres and Polizzi on the wings. Duahulu and Richie Enin as our strikers because we've got injuries and suspensions and all sorts of things all over the place. You can see Zazua suspended. Samura, currently injured, will be back very soon. We've got a couple of trialists in. Ignore them. They're not joining. They all want too much money. Aboubakar Keita also suspended for this one, which is why it's going to be Lowe and Howells playing today. I was tempted to play Battarello because he's annoyed that we're not playing him, but I don't think he's very good for this level of football. I think Aboubakar Lowe and Alan Howells are much better than Battarello, despite the fact he was actually really good for us last season. I wasn't expecting the possibility of a cup final in our 3rd season. I was barely expecting to be mid-table in our 1st season, so the chance of getting to a cup final, I think it's Standard Liège and possibly Ghent that might be our opponents in the final if we get past KV Mechelen. And also, KV Mechelen have lost their last 5 league games, or their last 5 matches. So, well, it has to be league games, doesn't it? Because if they won or lost a cup match, we wouldn't be playing them. I'm talking nonsense now. The corners come in, we're 1-0 down, 5 minutes on the clock. Not the start we wanted. Not the start we wanted at all. Literally, they've lost 5 games in a row and we concede a goal after 5 minutes. Right, we need to get back into this game. And I'm hoping, and I said it last episode, after the match against Club Bruges, I was hoping that the defeat didn't kind of just knock our confidence and we started playing badly like we did earlier on in the season. Torres to Polizzi, across to Silas Naka, who's not going to get there, and Mechelen clear the ball, but Abaz is going to collect this, who, by the way, has become Belgian. I'm not sure, he might be Macedonian. Duahulu is there, puts the ball in the back of the net. 18th goal of the season, it's 1-1. Talking about Abaz, he's now Belgian as well, so he counts as homegrown, which is good to see. It's 1-1 in a Croky Cup semi-final first leg. Let's make it 2, please. I've realised we've played KV Mechelen on camera about 4 times already this season. Duahulu with a free kick, very good position. He's hit the post and the Ivorian's effort rolls wide. It's still 1-1. Duahulu, his value as well in the last couple of matches, literally matches, has gone from about 600,000 to £1.2 million. I'd love to be able to cash in on him because I really don't think he's worth that much, just performance-wise. That's what's getting his value up. It's going to be 1-1 then at half-time against KV Mechelen. Not the most exciting game of football, but if we can go away from this match with a draw, that's going to be alright. We're going to say unlucky. Go straight into the second half. Enin might need to come off. Polizzi's not playing too well either. Naka and Weidner, the 2 fullbacks, are not playing well in terms of match ratings, but I don't trust that one bit. It is 55 minutes on the clock. Weidner heads forward, finds Torres, the Colombian, goes back to Weidner. He's gone long. Is it going to be towards neither? Neither of our strikers, apparently. There were 2 to choose from, and Weidner puts it in between both of them. Mechelen coming forward with the ball, back post. It's hit the top of the bar and goes over the bar. Still 1-1. It's a very even game. And now we've got an injury. Right, we're going to do Geertz de Kock, because then Abaz can go on the wing. That's what we're going to do. Naka's on a 6-2. Weidner's on a 6-3. I don't trust them one bit. Polizzi's playing badly. We're going to do Jerome Thomas. He's played a couple more matches. I think he's scored, not last episode, the episode before. He's played a few more matches. Nothing too major, but he's done the odd bit here or there. Seydou Sai's goal kick. We've only got 20 minutes left to play. It's been an uneventful game, hasn't it? It's been a very uneventful game so far. Boussouf plays that ball forward. Seydou Sai doesn't pick it up and kicks it first time instead. Douahulu has this. Back to Aboubakar Low, who's missed a lot of football recently due to injuries. It's back with Seydou Sai again. Low, is he going to go forward? He's going to run it. Okay, he didn't run it in the end. Hebert, bad pass from Hebert. And now Mechelen can come forward with the ball. Shoots to Boussouf on the right-hand side. Naka's with him. Naka gets the ball, but we don't manage to clear it. And that's going to be a goal. What happened there? It's a corner. It's a corner. Aboubakar Low apparently did a block there. How did they not score from that? Boussouf steps up, left-footed corner towards the middle. Hebert gets that ball clear. And we have a chance to counter-attack. Enin's going to run with it. Down the left-hand side, got no support in the middle at the moment, but if the Canadian can keep hold of it, he can't. We could have had the chance to get some more players into the box. We've got ourselves a throw. Naka takes it to Jerome Thomas. Thomas plays it to Enin, crosses it in. Abbas is there, doesn't win the header. Geertz de Kock isn't going to get there either. And now Boussouf can use his pace, runs directly past all of our players, goes for goal, hits the post or the side netting, goes wide, still 1-1. We are holding on. We are holding on to this. Their XG is a 2.56. What are they doing? How have they not scored like 4 goals in this? Throw then for Mechelen. Weidner just kicks that ball clear. That might have been a penalty. I'm not sure. The ball is still pinging about. Schuster's there. Sai makes a decent enough save. Weidner is injured. We're going to bring him off. We're going to bring on Prisakenna because he is our number 1 right back, or was our number 1 right back. So, Seydou, what are you going to do? Kicks it long towards the left-hand side. Douahulu's not going to win the header. He doesn't. Are we going to keep it in play? Thomas to Naka. Douahulu needs to make a run down the wing. Does go to the big Ivorian. Is he going to cross it? He's played it back to Hebert. Hebert controls, dinks it over. Emilio Abbas, is that his name? Is it Emilio? I have no idea. His effort was on target. It's Emil Abbas. His effort was on target, but straight into the hands of the keeper. It looks like it's going to be 1-1. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world at all. A 1-1 draw away from home against KV Mechelen. We are still within a chance of getting to this final. And I don't know how we've managed to do it. Naka gets a 5.9, but I think a lot of that is just due to the whole weird bug that is still present in my game because there's no patches at the time of recording. But it might change come the next few episodes. Anyway, we've now got to go forward and play some league matches. Torres is out for 2 to 3 weeks. That's not good. Weidner is only out for 1 to 2 days. That's okay. That's not too bad at all. Right then, we now have to move forward to play KVK in the league on the 29th, a couple of days before the transfer window closes. We're currently 12th. I know it's a bit early, but I think we are pretty much safe. There's still the possibility that we can balls this up massively, but I think we're probably in a good position to basically finish in this sort of lower half, but that's good enough. As long as we don't get relegated, that is all we need. Transfer business time. We've brought in 2 more players, and I did say they might be on loan. One of them's on loan, one of them's actually a permanent deal. Lamine Fomba is a 25-year-old French central midfielder on loan from Nîmes in France. I think he's pretty good, and apparently so do my coaches. 4-star current ability. Apparently there's a bit of potential as well to squeeze out of him. We're not going to see that because he's probably only going to be here for about 5 months, but Fomba is going to add some much needed depth to the middle of the pitch because basically we have Zazua and we have, I've already forgotten his name, Hebert, and that's it. That's pretty much all we've got. So Fomba now adds a lot more challenge into that midfield, and so does this person. Eliomar La Rosa is an 18-year-old Brazilian central midfielder who my scouts went, look at this guy, and I went, yes, he looks pretty good. I have no idea how my scouts found him. He was rated, I think, 81% is what my scouts said. And I went, yeah, that's good. That 20 determination, 16 bravery, decent first touch and technique as well on him. Technically, he's pretty good. Mentally, he's very good, in my opinion, for an 18-year-old. So yeah, I think La Rosa's pretty good. He's in on an important player contract as well, so he might need to play a fair bit of football. That's all the business we've done for the moment. We've still got a couple more days of the window to go, but I don't think we're going to be buying anybody else. Maybe another loan deal if we can get somebody in for basically absolutely no money whatsoever. I say that because we are losing quite a lot of money. A few episodes ago I mentioned that we were on the up. We're going to be in the black by the time we're sort of October, November time. We've just suddenly been losing money constantly, even when last month, the board put in £700,000 into the coffers. We're still losing money, and it's because we're actually spending £60,000 a week rather than the 45 that we are promised in our wage budget. We just need to stay up. That's all we need to do. Even though we've brought ourselves some new players, they're not playing today. So, in goal, Seydou Sai will be our keeper. Kenna, Howes, Keita and Naka will be our back four today. Obviously, Kenna comes in because Weidner is currently injured. Keita returns to the starting 11 as well. Silas Naka obviously keeps his place. Zazura and Hebert in the middle. Abaz and Polizzi will be the wingers today. Duahulu and Jeremy Detry will be the strikers. We do have on the bench DeB, Lowe, Elamor La Rosa will be there. Janssens, Bernard Gerard, Lucas Verbist, Richie Ennen is also there. You'll obviously notice there is no Fomba. Fomba is currently down here, not particularly match fit, so we're not going to risk him today. I could actually. We'll put him on the bench. We might bring him on at some point, just so he can get maybe 10 minutes. Also, I don't know why this keeps happening. Apparently, Alan Howells just doesn't play football. Oh, maybe he does. Okay. Anyway, let's play KVK. So KVK are a very similar position to us in the league. So this is kind of two very, very similar teams. If we can get a victory here, I would like to think that safety is not guaranteed, but it's very, very likely that we're going to be safe. KVK do have this ball though. A header clear from Prisakena finds the big man Duahulu. I say big man, he's 6 foot, he's not massive. Gets past his man as well. Olivier Duahulu in on goal, hits the post. It still trickles across the line. 19 goals this season for Duahulu. 1-0 up, not even 5 minutes on the clock. This is good. This is what we need. This is how the Sint Truidense game, that's probably not how it's said, but this is how that game started. We just kind of turned up instantly. We're now 20 minutes in though. That Duahulu goal and chance is the only action we've actually seen. It's a throw for Silas Naka to Polizzi. Facing away from goal, he's been kicked, but we do keep hold of the ball apparently. Hebert has it. Kenna now, who's obviously missed a lot of football due to basically just being not as good as the new signing. Silas Naka to Zazua. Back to Naka once again. Number 4 plays it across, finds Emil Abaz. Runs into a bit of space. Abaz is going to go it alone. He does. He gets well underneath that. Scoops it over. Still 1-0 though. Zazua with a free kick seconds later actually. Back post is Prisakena. And Prisakena gets his first goal of the season from right back. Does a lovely little archery celebration as well. 2-0 away from home against KVK. 10 minutes left to play the first half. We've had 2 shots on target. I know we've had 3 shots, but we scored the first 2 that we had on target. We've got ourselves a corner. Polizzi takes this. Detry's there. And Jeremy Detry, the youngster, heads just over the bar. We are playing 2 big strikers today. 2 6-footers. I do like to play the little and large. Have 1 big lad and a pacey lad. Today we're going for something a bit different. Duahulu has this ball. Detry's there. Gets tackled. Duahulu keeps hold of it though. He's not going to cross it. Zazua, there's loads of space. Detry's there, has an effort. Hebert's there as well. And the Brazilian gets his first goal of the season. It's 3-0 against KVK. This is why I'm so glad we showed this match on camera and not the one against Oostende where we got smashed. Half-time 3-0. 3-0 against KVK away from home. We are looking good. We're looking better than good. I'm very pleased. Looking at the match ratings, do we do anything? Abaz is on a 6.5. Maybe we look at bringing Abaz off. I do want to try and get both of the new signings on the pitch today. So we're going to look at trying to do that. Naka's throw to Polizzi. Go back to Naka, please. He does. Silas Naka to Keita. Back to Naka. He's gone back to Keita. The American tries to get it over the defence and can't manage it. And now KVK do have a bit of possession in the middle, in the centre circle. Right-hand side now is Ito. He's going to run lots of space. Naka's closing him down, though. Crosses the ball in anyway. Seydou Sai easily holds on to that one. That wasn't a highlight, was it? That definitely wasn't a highlight. Sai kicks it long over the halfway line towards Duahulu. Headed down. Emil Abaz gets past his man as well. He's going to go it alone. He does go it alone and absolutely blasts it past the keeper. It's 4-0. When we are playing this well, it is difficult to even work out who to sub off. To try and bring on the 2 midfielders, I obviously need to bring off 2 central midfielders, but they're both playing so well. Zazua finds Kenna. Weird pass from Prisakena. Lovely ball. Jeremy Detry's there. Dinks it straight into the hands of the keeper. Why did he try something a bit special and fancy? Should have just blasted it in the back of the net. Corner for KVK. Header clear. Header in. Thomas Isherwood. He is most definitely from the north of England, isn't he? He has to be from the north of England. I want to find out, but we've got to highlight straight after the goal. Zazua to Hebert. Is it going to be 4-2 or is it going to be 5-1? Emil Abaz back to Hebert once again. Now Zazua in the middle. Runs past, slots it through to Duahulu. First time effort from the Ivorian is saved from Ilic. We do get ourselves a corner. Are we going to see it as well? It's going to be probably Polizzi. It is Polizzi taking this corner towards the front post. Vandenberg heads clear. Silas Nacker has the ball though into the penalty area. Kicks it into the first man. It's another corner. Polizzi once again is going to take this right-footed. This time once again to the same place. Thomas Isherwood, the northern Englishman. He has to be, doesn't he? He's got to be from the north of England. Nacker has the ball. Highlight ends. Let's have a look. Thomas Isherwood. He's Swedish. He's Swedish? He is part English, but he was born in Sweden. He played for Bradford for a bit. I feel like I want to Google him. According to Wikipedia, apparently Thomas Isherwood's father is English. I'm assuming he's from the north of England. I can't be bothered to do too much more research. We've got 10 minutes left to play. I've just been waffling on about Thomas Isherwood. It's going to be a double substitution. Fomba on. We're also going to do La Rosa on. What's the best way round? It's going to be that way round. Do we do another change as well? Polizzi maybe for Richie Enin. That'll do. All three subs then with 10 minutes to play. We're 4-1 up. We shouldn't be losing this game. We move ourselves up into 9th place as well. And if we finish in 8th or above, we then have a slightly extended season where we have some potential European qualification matches of some sorts. We've won 4-1. It probably should have been a bit more than 4-1 because Detry had a decent enough chance. I think a couple of other players did too, but we've got 3 points. And we do move ourselves up to 9th place in the table, ahead of Cercle Bruges, a team who earlier on in the season were really, really struggling. But this league is still very, very close. We are, if you add 10 points onto us, we go to 4th. If you take 10 points off, we drop down to 17th. So 10 points, we are bang smack in the middle of the table, which, to be honest, probably a good place to be. We're now going to go forward until the end of the January transfer window, which is in about 3 in-game days. I'm not expecting many business. I'm not expecting many business, much business, or transfers. See you in a sec. We've just done, in my opinion, what I consider another Rudy Gested level signing. Now, Rudy Gested on paper doesn't sound like an amazing signing, but when we were in the 3rd tier, he was amazing. This is kind of similar. Sasha Benguismir. No, it's not this guy. This guy's coming on loan, basically. I've got my director of football just putting in offers for people, just because, you know, every now and then I miss players and he finds people. He's found this guy. We need apparently a 3rd choice goalkeeper. So I just shut him up and went, fine, bring this one in. He's costing us £95 a week. It's not a lot of money. Andrei Yarmolenko, however, is good, isn't he? He's very good at football. 4-star current ability. Yes, he's 33 years old, but he's still got his pace. He didn't really have a lot of pace in the first place, but in terms of players that we have in our squad, he's just as fast as those, but he's better mentally, he's better technically. We've just signed a Ukrainian international with 93 caps to his name, and he's costing us £2,200 a week. I think Yarmolenko might make a big difference to us this season. I know he's only here for a few months. We might, I've not actually looked at this. We might be able to get him on a free transfer. We can try. We'll see how well it goes. But yeah, that is it. The transfer window is closed. We've signed in, like I said, Yarmolenko and a 3rd choice goalkeeper who is not costing us a lot of money at all. It's alright, isn't it? We're doing alright. If we have a look at the competitions, we are currently sat 9th place in the Jupiler Pro League. We've had a couple of tournaments to try and keep some money in the club. Not worked, apparently. And we've got to play KV Mechelen in the 2nd leg of the Croky Cup. It is 1-1 after today's episode. Next episode, we're going to go a fair distance into the future. We're going to play KV Mechelen, and we might play Anderlecht, you know. We might do Anderlecht and KV Mechelen, or it might be Cercle Bruges. I think it might be Cercle Bruges, because I want to just get my own back against what they did against us last time. Thank you very much for watching this episode. A lot of goals scored, but only 1 victory, but we are still in with a chance of getting to that final. If you did enjoy this episode, do please remember, leave a like. Hitting that like button helps me out massively, because it basically tells YouTube people like this stuff, maybe other people will like this stuff, and it promotes it around to other people who wouldn't normally see my content, basically. We're not done. I've just recorded the outro, press continue a couple more times, and Seydou Sai's left the club because he had a minimum fee release of £550,000 and he's now signed for Braga. Not really what we wanted a day after the transfer window closed, so we now can't replace him. Jonathan DeBee has some very big Senegalese shoes to fill, as he's now our #1 goalkeeper. Back to the outro. Also, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell as well so you get notified whenever a new video is released. I have changed the release plans for these. They now come out midday UK time, because basically it means people could watch them on their lunch breaks from school and work and all that nonsense. So yeah, hopefully it's coming out at a different time. It's still the same schedule, same days and whatnot, but yeah, it's coming out at a different time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.